I'm gonna do another reaction to a trains I wanna see on SCR video. This time, I was requested by Blaze to react to his video on trains he wants for SCR. As always, the link to the original video is in the description of this video if you wanna see it for yourself. Let's get this started.
What's up everyone, Blaze here, and today, I'm doing trains I really want in SCR. Let's get started.
Okay nephew Blaze, what trains do you think should come to SCR?
The first train is the Class 755 for Stepford Connect. This train is on Airlink, but I think it would go well on Connect. They can keep it on Airlink, as the 755 has a route of Stansted to Norwich, with no first class.
I agree with the first one. The Class 755, in my opinion, is a necessity for Connect. And yes, it will stay on Airlink, like how the 360 stayed on Airlink when it got added to Connect.
The next train is the Class 701 for Stepford Connect. This train got removed from Waterline in 1.1, due to the fact that it's way too long for Waterline.
It also didn't suit the operator. Back in the day, the SCR Class 701 was 4 coaches long, instead of 5 coaches long like in real life, so that was another reason why they took it out of Waterline.
I really want the 701 back in SCR, and I think Connect is the best operator.
Agreed. Even though the 701 will do suburban services on South Western Railway, it's too long for Waterline, so it would be good to add it to Connect.
Compared to the 720, this runs on third rail.
There are also other exterior differences, including the front and rear, and the cab door, so you will be able to distinguish the 701 from the 720.
The next train is the Class 365 for Stepford Connect. This is a networker train. This was supposed to come once all the trains were converted to next generation, and the train isn't released yet.
Absolutely agreed here. The Class 365 is another train I seriously want for Connect. Well, considering that it's in the same family as the Class 465, I assume the Class 365 will get added when the 465 gets meshed.
The next train is the Class 385 for Stepford Connect. This is a Hitachi train for ScotRail. Some of you think it's ugly, but I like the look of it.
This is another train that I really want for Connect. Even if it's ugly to some, this doesn't prevent it from getting added to the game. I see some want it for Airlink, but that is highly unlikely, seeing that the 385 doesn't go to any airport.
The next train is the Class 454 Waterline. This is the Zero train on South Western Railway. It does look like the 350s, but the 350s use overhead line, while the 450 use third rail.
I have to agree here too. Well, some of you may disagree with Blaze and think the Class 450 should go on Connect. Yes, it mainly does regional services on South Western Railway, but the Class 450 looks quite identical to the 350 on the exterior, even though the 450 has differences like a different interior, no working with the Class 350, running exclusively on third rail, and being 10 miles an hour slower than the 350, but the 350 and 450 are very identical on the exterior, so it would have to go on Waterline, or not come to the game. But, the Class 450 does suburban services as well, like Brockenhurst to Lymington, Ascot to Guildford, and some suburban services coming out of London Waterloo. I would most likely use it on the Newry to Westerfield route.
The next train is the Class 153 for Waterline. This is a train that is used on Transport for Wales.
The Class 153 also runs on ScotRail, and formerly Northern, West Midlands Railway, East Midlands Railway, Great Western Railway and Greater Anglia. But anyways, I want the Class 153 on Waterline too.
I think there should be a double Class 153, and this train can be used on the Morganstown shuttle.
Or you could have the Class 155 on Waterline with the 153. Makes sense for this to happen, since the 153 and 155 used to run alongside each other on Northern.
The next train is the Class 323 for Waterline. This train is on West Midlands Railway and Northern. This train, along with the 365, was supposed to SCR once all the trains were converted to next generation, and the train hasn't been released yet.
Agreed. The Class 323, in my opinion, is a necessity for Waterline. This train would be quite unique for the game, due to the distinctive acceleration and deceleration sounds.
The next train is the Class 440-4 Airlink. This is a train that was used on South Western Railway and formerly Gatwick Express. Since this used to go to Gatwick Airport, it should go on Airlink.
I absolutely agree on that too. Well, because it also ran services from London Waterloo to Portsmouth on South Western Railway, I would see why some of you think it should go on Connect, but I think Airlink would be the best operator for the Class 442.
The next train is the Class 397-4 Airlink. This is a Civity Express train that is used on TransPennine Express. I think this should go on Express too, as it runs on TransPennine Express.
Absolutely agreed on the 397. It should go on Airlink, because it goes to Manchester Airport, has first class and has a top speed of 125 miles an hour. If the 397 also goes on Express, as well as Airlink, even better.
The next train is the Class 810-4 Stepford Express. This is an Aurora train. It does look a little bit like the 801, but a couple of differences.
Yes, it belongs in the same family as the Class 801, but the two differences are that the front is different, and that it's 120 meters long, instead of 130 meters long. But anyways, I think the 810 would go really well on Express.
The next train is the Class 220-4 Stepford Express. This is a Meridian train. It does look like the 220s and 221s, but the front is different. I would like to see another Voyager on Stepford Express.
Definitely. The Class 222 would be another good addition for the Express fleet. The 4, 5 and 7 coach variants can go on Express.
And finally, the last train I want is the Class 180. This is a high-speed train. I really like the look of this train.
I also think the Class 180 would be another good addition to the Express fleet. Nothing else to say here, so I'm gonna move on to my final thoughts on the video. Nephew Blaze, I agreed with all of the trains that you said. A lot of the suggestions in the video made sense. That's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe for future content, and I will see you later.